omusana gwaffe okwaka,
so that the people who don't know God may see what it means and praise you.
olaba abantu abatamanyi Katonda.
Yes, we are here listening light. Let your light shine. But which light are we meaning? In the book of John, chapter 8, verse 16, says, verse 12. Jesus spoke to the Pharisees.
Yokaana essula 8:12 lugamba.
Jesus spoke to the Pharisees again. I am the light of the world. He said, whoever follows me will have the light of life and will never walk in darkness.
Yesu n'ayogera nabo n'abagamba nti nze omusana ogw'ensi, era buli muntu yenna angoberera tayitambulira mu kizikiza, anaabeera alitambuliranga mu musana.
Yes, Jesus is telling us he is the light of the world.
Yesu atugamba nti gwe musana ogw'ensi.
We should follow him so that we may walk in the right path.
Tulina omugoberera okutambuliranga mu kkubo ettuufu.
If you don't follow God,
bw'oba togoberera Katonda,
you walk in total darkness. You will not know the truth.
otambulira mu kizikiza kubanga oba tomanyi mazima.
Matthew chapter 4 verse 16 says, the people who live...
Matayo essula 4.
Matthew chapter 4 verse 16.
Matayo 4:16
says, the people who live in darkness will see a
abantu
great
ababeera mu
light.
kizikiza.
The people who live in darkness will see a great light.
Abantu abatambulira mu kizikiza baliraba ekitangaala eky'omusana.
On those who live in the dark land of death,
era ababeera mu kizikiza eky'olumbe,
the light will shine.
Omusana gujja kwaka.
Yes, God is telling us Jesus will deliver you if you know the light. A great light will shine on you if you are in a wrong path.
Katonda atugamba nti abatambuliranga mu kizikiza ajja basumululanga.
If you reject it,
w'oba ekizikiza okitadde,
you walk in the right path.
Ng'otambulira mu kkubo.
But if you reject the light,
naye bw'ogaana ekitangaala,
you'll be rejecting Jesus.
ojja kuba ogaanye Yesu.
Even Saul, the man who used to hunt God's people, when he was on his way, a great light shined in his eyes. He became blind for 3 days.
Sawulo yali atambulira mu kkubo,
but the people near him saw nothing.
naye abantu abaali bamulinaanye balaba ekitangaala.
So if you deny the light,
naye bw'ogaana ekitangaala,
it will work upon you.
kijja kukolako.
So how can we follow this light?
Watya wetusobola okugoberera guno omusana ogw'ensi?
I have some 4 notes to note. I have some 4 notes to note. You have to note these notes. First, betting. Whether you should avoid that act because it makes us poor.
Mulina okwewala zzaala kuba abafuula nga muli baavu
and suffer emotionally.
Era mubonyaabozebwa mu mwoyo no.
So this betting, some of you enjoy it.
Ono zzaala abamu kummwe mumunyumirwa.
Even your neighbors there, you should advise your neighbor.
Era ne balirwana bammwe eyo gye mulina obbakubizanga obutakuba zzaala.
It can make you poor. You can go in that betting the first time.
Zzaala asobola obbafuula nga muli baavu.
If you go the first time, you may win. But if you think it's like
bw'ogendayo
that
omulundi
every
ogusooka
time,
osobola owangula,
you will lose the next time.
naye
They'll
omulundi
take,
oguddirira w'ogenda osobola
they'll take all your money,
okubwa.
and they'll even reach an extent of taking your clothes.
Ojja kgenda okuba ezzaala mu kusooka owangule, ogwokubiri obeere nga okubiddwa, otuuke ne kussa eriwaaya engoye zo.
Second, drugs.
Ekyokubiri ebikubisa,
Some people like these drugs, marijuana.
abantu abamu mukozesa ebikubisa nga marijuana,
they enjoy it,
abamu babinyumirwa,
but there's nowhere where in the Bible it says that we should drink alcohol.
naye tewali ngeri yonna bayibuli wetugamba nti tulina okunywa omwenge.
When Jesus was eating his last supper, they said
naye
that
yesu bwe yali alya ekyeggulo ekyalisembayo,
they said that he was taking wine as his blood.
yali agamba anywa omwenge nga omusaayi gwe,
But that wine was holy. Even
naye omwenge ogwo gaali mazzi.
was holy. Even in some churches, if some people have finished to be baptized, they take wine, but that wine is made out of mzabibu. Yes.
Era amakyaki agamu abamu baba babatizibbwa banywa ogwo omwenge, naye ogwo omwenge gukolebwa mu muzabbibu.
Another note, we
Ekirala,
should take as money as something big. Desire to make your own money, not to beg from other people or your parents.
ekyo tulina otutwala nga ssente ekintu ekinene, era tulina okwekolera ssente zaffe.
Because there's a boy who asked his father for 2 million shillings as pocket money. But when the father refused, the boy killed himself just because of
Era waliwo n'omulenzi omu yasaba taata we ssente miliyoni 2, naye taata we yagaana, omulenzi oyo ne yetta.
But when he has life, he's cared for by his parents, but he wants money.
Naye yalina obulamu, naye ate ng'asaba bazadde be ssente.
There's a man who never knew God.
Waliyo omusajja omu ataamanya Katonda,
He was a rich man.
yali musajja mugagga.
When he was traveling,
Bwe yali alwana,
he fell on an accident.
bwe yali alwana nnyo n'agwa ku akisidenti n'afuna akabenje.
Bwe yali atambula, he fell on an accident. They put him on oxygen.
Ne bamuteeka ku byuma bino ebissa.
When he finished his recovery,
Bwe yamala okutereera,
they gave him an oxygen pill.
ne bamuwa akakerenda akamusobozesa okussa.
They gave him an oxygen bill, the bill to pay. Then the man started crying.
Omusajja oyo yatandika okukaaba.
Not that he never had the money, but
sigamba nti yalina ssente, naye
he saw how much that oxygen is expensive. Now, what about this oxygen God gave him from when he was still young?
yalaba nga guno omukka we guli ogw'ebbeeyi ennyo, naye n'atunira Katonda bw'agaba nga tekuliiko ssente.
The man even decided to go in the church because that
Omusajja ono yasalawo
oxygen
ogenda
was
mu
just for one
kkanisa,
day. The oxygen which they gave him was just for one day.
naye
But
ogw'omukka
it cost-
ogwamuweebwa gwalinga gwa lunaku lumu,
but it was for much money.
naye gwali gwa ssente nnyingi.
Another note,
Ekirala,
we should avoid these parties which we go around. We go in parties. There's a musician who has come somewhere. You go in that party. You know that people drink and become mad. They
tulina
start
okwewala ogendamu
even fighting.
ebisanyukisibwamu
They may,
waliwo ebiba bitulinaanye
they
naye waliwo
may,
asobola ogendawo ne bafuuka abalalu
they may throw a glass and cut you.
basobola okusuula giraasi n'ekusala
So we should avoid the following.
so tulina okubyewala ebyo
We may take some things for granted,
tusobola otwala ebintu ng'ebitagasa
but it's important.
naye bya mugaso.
So this light, they like when Pastor said, if a candle lights another candle, it will not lose its light.
nga musumba we yagambye bw'oba okoleza ettabaaza osobola n'okoleza ettabaaza endala.
So you should not say, no, me I know Jesus, I should not let that one take my light. It will not, he will not take away your light. Jesus is everywhere. But he's waiting
yesu
for
ali
your
buli
word.
wamu
He's waiting for your word to believe him or to deny him.
era alinze ekigambo ky'okumukkiriza okuba okumwegaana.
Some of you may ask, why did God create Satan?
abamu mwebuuza lwaki katonda yatunda sitaani.
God gave everyone his choice.
katonda yawa buli omu
To go on Satan's errors and God's errors.
osobola okgenda ku byagiro bya katonda oba ku bya sitaani.
So that's why God made him. He had
ensonga lwaki
other,
katonda yamukola
he had other more reasons for him. But this
yalina
is what
ensonga
I'm
endala
saying.
nnyingi ku ye.
So if you choose, God can speak to you like 3 times. If you are rejecting, he leaves you. Everyone has his choice.
bw'oba okkiriza katonda asobola okwogera naawe emirundi 3
So-
naye oba ogaana naye akuvaako.
So we should not hide our light from others. Like if you are one person, you know God in your village, and you don't want everyone to know God. God will only punish you because you know him, you don't want to spread his word. Those people are innocent who you don't want to tell God. And if
abantu balamu abatayagala
even some of you know the truth, but you don't want to
era nammwe
spread
abamu
it.
ku mwe mumanyi amazima.
In there are books which they make, the
waliwo obutabo bwe bakola
Bible study guide. There's a title
enjigiriza
there,
y'ebbayibuli
the change of Sabbath. We shall talk about.
kyusa sabbiiti tujja kyogerako.
Another note, WhatsApp,
ekirala
another social media. We should use
whatsapp ebyemitimbagano
we should use these things for a good reason.
tulina okukozesa bino ebintu ku nsonga ennungi.
Those people who made them from outside countries, like in
abantu
India,
ababikola wabweru w'eggwanga
like in India, they show children building houses,
nga mu india balaga abaana kuzimba amayumba.
But in these countries, you just search for
naye mu nsi
pornography.
zino
So we should use that social media for preaching the word of God. You record
tulina
yourself,
okukozesa egyo emitimbagano nga tubuulira ekigambo kya katonda.
you send it worldwide, and people will know that truth.
tusobola okusindika mawanga agalinaanyewo era abantu bategeere amazima.
So we should let our light shine.
era tulina okuleka ekitangaala okumulisanga.
That has been my humble song.
kino kye kibadde ekya